Hello and welcome to the Sasageyo Podcast. Woo woo!
Wow.
We did not rehearse that. Well,
Yeah,
that's just how our podcasting duality is in full sync this episode. So you're in for a treat.
Wow.
My name is Tim Byers.
My name is Leah Byers.
And we also have on our third special mic, Mr. Producer.
Hello.
Mr. Producer.
AJ.
Thank you for having me.
The GOAT. He puts the daddy and Big Daddy Titan.
Okay.
Sorry. Gotta respect
I have
our
no children. So just
There are children listening.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They probably aren't.
We are at season 1, episode 11 today. Idol.
Is that the title?
That is what it's called.
Oh,
Idol.
okay.
The
See, I was a bad podcast host.
Oh, you don't need
this
to.
week.
You don't need to reveal that information.
Okay.
Leah.
I didn't watch the episode.
All to say is Leah is in charge of the manga this week. I read it, but she's going to.
I'm currently reading the episode, possibly for the first time.
I don't know if we talked about this a couple weeks. I think we did, like in 2 episodes ago. But you looked at the manga for the first time, and you're like, "Wait, how do you read it?" I'm like, right to left.
Still don't know how to.
And
read
then
it.
I was like, okay, top right, and then if there's a little box under it and a big box to the left, right down.
Wait, so this, then that, then that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Still don't know how to read it.
Getting her caught up. It's funny though, if you look at like the first page on the far left, like at the very end, it will tell you stop. This is not where you begin.
Oh, what?
Because they assume like.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, like they assume.
It says,
I think a
stop,
lot of
you're
books.
going the wrong way. Manga is completely different type of reading experience. To start at the beginning, go to the end.
Sheesh. That's good.
That's kind of deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start at the beginning, go to the end.
I know. I feel like there's got to be a.
There's gotta be something.
gotta be something
that's
there.
a spoiler.
Even though like every probably manga has that.
Yeah. It's literally like you don't know how to read manga, basically.
Right. So some exciting news that we've talked about in previous episodes, but we'll talk about it now because it will be probably 2 episodes from now, maybe either the next episode that you listen to or 2 episodes from now. Even though it will seem live, we're doing a lot of pre-recording because, live or recent, we're doing a lot of pre-recording because we are going to Japan in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get ahead, do our extra recording and filming now. The goal is that we'll probably still be on our socials, but maybe less into it. Maybe instead of daily content that we're posting, it's every other day. I'm trying to get ahead and plan posts to make.
All of his memes.
Because I just want to be fully invested in Japan while I'm there. So
True.
But yeah, exciting stuff. What we might do is like post on our stories. So if you're not already following us, give us a follow that way, because we don't want to bombard like a post every day of like, look at this cool Japan merch I saw in this thrift store or whatever store. I don't know if they have thrift stores there, probably. But anyways, we'll be posting a lot on the story and probably different fun things.
And we're gonna go do that Joypolis.
The Indiana
attraction, the AOT experience that Indiana talked about in episodes 7 and 8.
Yes.
So, or was it 7 or 8?
It was 7 and 8, yeah.
Yeah. One of those we talked about.
Oh, it was episode 7 that she talked about.
7. Okay. If you hadn't noticed, Tim has a way better memory than me.
Like, for example, last episode, which also, if you didn't stick around to the spoiler section of our last episode, we talk about the meaning of the flowers.
Oh my gosh.
Very
first
good.
of all, we started off with the saying, we don't have a lot of spoilers. Like, it's not a big spoiler episode. We went deep into spoilers because AJ found the meaning of what we think, what we're going to say is our, decision of what the meaning is for the flowers. And they're good.
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. So if you stopped halfway through the spoilers because you were like, this is way longer than I thought it was going to be,
go back and at least give that a listen.
Give the last 5 minutes a
AJ
lesson.
for doing some serious research.
Yeah, seriously.
But also, I said that because what were we talking about? The Attack on Titan live experience.
Yeah, we're going to go do that. I'm scared. I'm really scared.
There was a reason why
basically
I suddenly switched to...
Well, you can think about it because I'm going to talk. Basically, the AOT experience, she says, and go listen because she talks about it firsthand, but it's basically like you're in Attack on Titan.
Shiganshina, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're in Shiganshina. You're going, I don't know what you're technically in, a house or a castle. I don't know why I said a castle. I don't know, a building. And Titans are coming. You see one, you open a door and there's like a Titan face, or there's a huge hand that comes to grab you. And it's just a crazy experience. And I'm very scared to do it. But we're going to do it.
Take pictures before, because I know you can't film inside.
I know.
You should definitely take pictures of like everything around that. And
we're going to take
on the
so
Instagram.
much. Yeah, we're going to take a bunch of photos.
Seriously, just give that a follow. I think currently, well, as of time,
the
Instagram and TikTok, I feel like people don't really give them a follow. Just give them a follow because we're going to be posting on our stories. Currently, I think we're at 35 or 38 followers on Instagram. Hopefully, at the time of airing, we're at a lot more. Let's try to get to 50. I think we can be at 50 by the time this
Tim, you just want people to see your memes.
I'm proud of the memes. Do I put a lot of thought into them? No, which is why I think they're good. Because I literally am like, yeah, that'll work. Let me just come up with something. And I try not to think about it. Because I feel like
if
the
he
more
invests
you think
in
about
it, he'll be sad when he only gets 2
views, right? If I put like an hour into making something and it gets 2 views, I'd be like, what the heck? Why am I doing this? That just hurts. But if I get like no views, I'm like, all right, I put like 5 minutes into this. So
yeah.
Anyways, we were panicking that we didn't have a good opener. There's your opener right there.
We're going to Japan.
So be looking forward to that content.
I wonder if there's like an Attack on Titan restaurant or bar or something, because that would be super cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what drinks would be Attack on Titan themed, but
Carla's Kool-Aid.
Carla's Kool-Aid. Wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't say anything about that.
I almost just full out said.
Yeah,
something.
Don't say it.
Anyways.
Maybe what we can do is come up with some good names. Some good drink names.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be good.
Grisha's ginger ale.
What? Are you just trying to say because it has a G?
Yeah.
No,
Send us your best.
No, it'd be like
Titan.
Grisha's drink, and it'd have like a syringe with the alcohol that you put into your drink.
That's good.
That was
honestly
good.
New subset of
patent
post.
That. We're patenting that. Don't steal it from us.
It is patented now. You cannot steal it.
We'll use this video as evidence.
This evidence was recorded April 20th, 420, 2024 at 11:07 a.m. It's patented. You cannot take it.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Season 1,
it's
episode
like a
11.
syringe.
That's a great idea. I kind of want to do that now.
Should we?
We'll do that.
Start
probably.
Doing Attack on Titan drinks?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And we'll make that like a series.
Watch
that'd be
that
good.
be the thing.
We should
really
just be drinking that instead of coffee.
No,
let's do it on the night.
It's 11 in the morning.
No, but we're gonna record at night one week. We should do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Episodes instead of coffee.
We're doing it. I gotta order some syringes. Amazon.
Yes.
My Amazon cart syringes.
Season 1, episode 11. Idol is what it's called. So Aaron is determined to plug the hole. It really just picks up where the last episode.
I don't like that you're saying plug the hole.
Did I say laughed?
It's the left episode.
Last episode ended with Aaron saying, I'm going to do it. I can plug the breach.
Saying plug the hole. I don't like it.
I did not say the hole. I said plug the breach.
I don't like it.
What the heck? Pixis says that he has the heart of a lion. Armin is surprised that they're using his idea because he felt like it was a very half-baked, and he's apologizing to Aaron that like he just essentially threw him into this big high-risk plan. But they know that Pixis is aware of this idea that Titans aren't the only enemy now. And this is a common theme that we will get into, for like just in general, the rest of the series we'll get into. You can have that spoiler for free. That people, Titans aren't the only enemy. That humanity is naturally kind of chaotic and aggressive and can be self-inflicting. And Pixis gets into that a little bit later. But Titans aren't our only foe, is what Aaron also is kind of gathering too. So all the gathered soldiers are disheartened, and they don't want to reclaim Trost. But that is the current plan of action now that has been communicated to them at this point, that Trost is going to be retaken. And they don't know how. They feel like it's a waste of time. It's already been breached. It's already been lost. How are we going to plug that hole?
Yeah, they're basically like, that's a death sentence, putting us into Trost because they don't know the plan.
And Daz is still causing mass panic.
He's freaking
like, I'm not
out.
going back there. I'm going to spend the rest of the days that I have left with my family. And then a sergeant guy comes and he's like, I'm going to kill you right here on the spot. Are you threatening to have a mutiny? And he's like, yes, I want to spend every day with my family. And so everyone, I don't know why I'm making fun of him. Loser.
Oh, you want to be with your family?
And so everyone, including higher officers that are part of the garrison, are wanting to cause a scene to get people, because they disagree with this plan of regaining Trost. And Jean, it kind of shows Jean, which even this, you kind of see his development, that he's kind of cool-headed, and he's like, seriously, like, you're trying to bail out and do what? Like, hide from the Titans? But if they kind of implying, like, we're not safe at this point, so what do you, like, you're running from just your family to be eaten by the Titans, so you kind of start to see that character developing. Sorry for the redundancy. Pixis is now talking with Aaron about this, how a wise man once said humanity required an enemy greater than himself to survive. And he kind of is talking about how back in ye olden days, humanity would get into self-conflicts and fight continually over land or power, and therefore that humanity required an enemy greater than itself to collaborate and unite and survive. And he asks Aaron his opinion on this, which he says that having an enemy greater than itself would require humanity to collaborate, but he doesn't necessarily believe that would solve the issue, because such as right now, humans are starting to get aggressive with each other, and Pixis kind of gets into a little bit more of it later, that he doesn't believe that Titans are the only instruments of our demise. Hannes, we see Hannes again.
Yeah.
He's on the wall, and he's like, oh, hey, Aaron. And then Aaron's like, get back to work. And he's like, little shite. What are you telling me to get back to work?
I'm a superior officer.
Yeah, but he figures that Mikasa and Armin are good.
Are good because Aaron seems to be in somewhat of a light mood and not sad.
Mm-hmm. And Pixis is continuously taking his swigs. We got to make a drink. The Pixis
drink.
Pinnacle. And it'll only be served in a flask.
Every time Pixis drinks.
No.
A drinking game.
Considering how much he drinks, I probably wouldn't make it very far into these podcasts.
He wouldn't. And then he
gives Aaron a swig. I don't think they show it in.
No, yeah, but in the show.
In the show, yeah. Underage drinking, Pixis. Come on, Aaron's like 15 years old.
Is he 15?
I think so. In this.
Dang.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And he has the voice of a.
Oh, dude.
The vocals.
What did I say? Okay, I said Daz needs to shut the F up. Pixis has some vocals, dude.
He's like, attention.
Like, he's standing on the top of the wall, and he's shouting to everyone below him, which also probably nearby neighborhoods are hearing this plan, too. But it's okay. They can. Anyway, so he's saying the Trost recovery operation to reseal the hole is going to be executed manually. Pixis announces that Cadet Aaron Yeager, who is the successful product of cutting-edge science, can fabricate and control a Titan's body.
As if they've like created him.
Yeah,
in a way.
He's skewing it in a way that this is an intentional.
Yeah, so that it doesn't seem
operation.
like we have no idea if this is going to work or if he will go against us when he turns into a Titan.
It's smart, and it's probably what a lot of governments probably do now. Massive. So there is a massive boulder which will be schlupped to the hole, and voila, people must defend Eren in this operation.
Yeah, basically asking them to defend a Titan, and they're like, wait, what? That is...
That is in the wall.
Smart plan.
Yes.
They're gonna lure a bunch of
that way they
Titans.
Can also pick them off with cannon fire, draw them in with mass bodies. Eren needs bodyguards. Is Eren even strong enough? We don't know, but the commander is right. We must do this and do it now. Mm-hmm. People are bound to panic. That is what kind of Armin's strategic group is considering all of that. Mm-hmm. Daz is still going crazy, and he feels like they are all the cadets are just disposable tools. So people start leaving, and Woerman / the other captains are threatening to kill them. But Pixis, with his what would you call it? His booming voice, says boombox voice says. No, he says everyone. If you are wanting to leave, you can with no punishment. And he phrases it in a what?
You beatboxed, not boomboxed. I just realized. I was like, wait, boombox?
I should have come up with a rap for what he said. No, yeah.
Please don't.
So he says, if you want to leave, you can leave with no repercussions. And so he says, if you have seen a Titan, leave. We will recognize your service.
Well, if you've seen a Titan and you're like, you dealt with the trauma of that.
So, but he phrases it in a very cunning way. He says, and I think the manga says it better. Maybe you can look at what he says.
Okay.
But he says, essentially, if you have seen a Titan, leave. You can go spend your time with family so that you can die with them.
Dang. I mean,
essentially. And so that they can experience the horrors of Titans that you have seen, and you can be with them. He says it in a nicer way, but it makes those people who are like, shoot, I wanted to leave to be with my family, but now they're convicted because they're like, I don't want my daughter to, be eaten by a Titan or even see a Titan.
Okay, it says, if you have given into your fear of the Titans.
Like Pixis. Say it how Pixis would say it.
There's no way. If you have given into your fear of the Titans, you will never be able to stand against them again. Anyone who has succumbed to terror of the Titans should leave here. Anyone who wants their parents, siblings, and loved ones to feel that same terror for themselves should leave as well. So it's kind of like he's kind of making them feel bad. He's like, if you are going to accept your fear and to live out of that fear, go ahead, leave. But
join your family's gonna live in that same fear.
Your family's gonna experience the same thing as you, unless you help us.
And so, he's so now that causes people to turn around, and so he kind of further elaborates on that, in that the operation to retake Wall Maria that happened a couple years ago, which is what we talk about in episode 2, where Armin's grandpa dies, was masked as this operation to retake Wall Maria, but it was a thinly veiled plan to just have population control. Mm-hmm. And so he's saying that their sacrifice allowed everyone else to survive, and it was devastating, and we are all guilty of that operation. But he's saying, furthermore, it is incredibly important that this mission succeeds. Otherwise, let's die here, because we will starve to death and kill each other if essentially we lose wall Rose, this second inner wall, because that is a lot more densely populated. We will be fighting for land. We will be fighting for food in that smallest interior circle. So do you want to die by killing your own brother, or do you want to die at the hands of a Titan? Let's stop them here.
So that way they can open up that whole area for everyone, right?
Yeah, and therefore not be pushed to the brink of extinction. And so Eren does feel this pressure to be this hope and step into humanity's chance of success and survival, which is good.
And one guy is saying, getting flashbacks of his daughter getting killed.
Yeah, that's during the speech that Pixis is having about, like, if you want your family to know the same terror of the Titans.
Does he turn around to go with them? He was about to go leave.
To be with his daughter, but he turns around to go help.
Wait,
so that his daughter wouldn't have to know.
In here, so he was getting a image of what could happen?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought he was getting a flashback to what already did happen.
He was imagining his daughter getting eaten by a Titan, and that inspired him to turn around. So the commercial break, ODM shiz, counterbalancing weight that is utilized with lightweight equipment, is what I think we talked about. At least the manga maybe talked about this sooner, because I do feel like I've already talked about ODM and how it's all about weight displacement and stuff like that. Yeah. So now Pixis is talking with his innermost crew, and their mission is to protect Eren Yeager. And the success or failure of this mission depends on these bodyguards, which I don't know their names. Maybe he says it in the books, but there's 3 people. Ian, I think, is the one who is the squad leader. I don't remember the other 2's names. I'm sorry about that. You can correct me. Tell me. But this one of the bodyguard ladies has a question. She says, "Are you certain about this plan? Because Yeager seems like a liability. Let's give up to the Titans willingly." Oh, sorry. Yeager seems like a liability. That's what she says. It's risk. We don't know his powers. He's a kid. And then Pixis says, "Let's give up." Yeah, like, sure, I agree. Let's give up to the Titans willingly. And let's lose. And she's like, whoa, wait, what are you saying? And then he says, I'm not one to buy into that mindset. I have been on the losing side for too long. I may be a stubborn SOB, but I want to risk it all to have at least a taste of victory. Dang. And I'm like, well said, Pixis, dude.
So the plan for them to lure the Titans are they going to be at the wall, like on the wall, or in the wall, inside, like on the ground?
So they're on the wall, but also some of them are hanging with their ODM gear a little bit lower, so that the Titans can try to reach them.
But won't.
Yeah, but won't.
Hopefully
0 casualties, or at least minimal casualties. So Pixis further says that currently the risk the unknown hope over the known failure. Being Eren is the unknown hope, but the known failure is that Titans will always win, but we might as well risk it all with this unknown hope that Eren can do it.
Yeah.
And that is enough to inspire him to further with this plan, and kind of inspire the bodyguards to be like, all right, so let's win this one for humanity, because those bodyguards are the garrison's best and brightest.
Is this when we get the epic scene of him flying, or no?
No, not yet. So the manga, and we'll kind of get into that, does some things slightly different than the episode, because similar to how I talked about last episode, I think they're trying to fill out the movie, or the TV's episodes, but the manga, it's about more of the straightforward content. It's not trying to fill out time. So Ian is the squad leader, but before they all leave to engage the start of this operation, Armin is feeling bad that Eren is risking his life. Mikasa doesn't want to leave him alone, and Eren is continually like, dude, stop treating me like a kid. You got to follow orders. You're going to be clingy. Wherever you're going to be.
She's so clingy.
And then this is probably very poorly timed, and I would be frustrated if I was Eren. But immediately after he tells Mikasa, like, no, like, don't follow me. Just serve where you're supposed to be. Then Ian comes up and he's like, Ackerman, we need you to help support Eren. And so then they're like, all right, cool.
He's like, dang it.
So then they're like, yeah, don't die, Armin. Yeah, you either. Let's see each other at the end of this. All right. And so then they all start, the operation is underway. All that we care about is getting the rock in place. And Mikasa is continually like, Eren, do you think you can do it? Eren, shut up, Mikasa. Just stick to your fighting. Stop asking questions.
One thing I want to point out is, and I'm not sure if I'm going ahead or if I'm going backwards, because the manga confuses me a little bit.
Do you remember how the episode ends?
Yeah. I remember how the episode ends.
That.
Have we already talked about this?
Yeah, but we can go back.
Okay.
That's when Pixis is talking about humanity can either die killing themselves or die to the Titans.
Yeah. So... yeah, it basically says if humanity dies out, it won't be because the Titans devoured us. It will be because we annihilated each other. And in the manga, it shows basically a war happening of the scouts. Like, it's like the scouts against each other, or
scouts against the common man.
The common man. I don't know if you want to zoom in or if you'll zoom in, but this one right there. And so that's just interesting that they kind of talk more than I thought about the idea of humanity could also do this to itself. And it's either the Titans, and well, in this stressful situation, but it's either the Titans will kill us or we'll kill each other.
Yeah.
If we don't settle this and kill the Titans, like, it's going to cause division amongst everyone. So... that's just
essentially like, who do you want to die to? Do you want to potentially die to the Titans, or let the Titans win and knowingly die to the Titans and humanity? You know, so Pixis is not your average woerman. Yeah, he's pretty cool of thought.
He's known for his unique way of handling things.
Yeah, he thinks outside of the box. I think they talk about that. All the bodyguards that are running with Eren and Mikasa are roasting Eren for being a child. Ian is the only one who's the squad leader, but the other two are like, dude, you like are lucky. You need to, like, people are dying, so take this seriously. And Eren is taking it seriously, but I think they just really want to make sure that he is taking it seriously.
In reality, he's like a child compared to them. So they're like, I don't think you understand how serious this is. So I think that's one thing that you have to think about, that you don't really realize that he's like a teenager.
And so, now the baiting plan is underway, and Armin is one of the people who are down there baiting the Titans. And so the squad lady who's running with Eren is further saying that he's got to make it worth it because people are dying on your behalf. And then she humanizes all the soldiers by going through their names. And it's like, Ian, Hans, remember?
Oh, yeah. She's, like, what was one of them that I thought was a funny name? Not Hans.
It was a very German sounding name. Yeah. It was like
it started with an L, I think.
It was like Heinzmann. It was like something like a...
Ludwig?
Oh, it was Ludwig.
Ludwig.
It's with the full Ludwig. And so she's going through their names and is just saying that they're all going to die during this mission, so make their deaths mean something.
Wait, what do you mean they're going to die? Is that stated?
Because she knows people are going to die through this operation. So this whole scene isn't happening in the manga.
Gotcha.
Like, everyone has...
I'm like, where is this?
Everyone has complete faith in him in the manga, I guess. But in the anime, she's... going through all these people's names and saying, like, people will die today. Like, there's no way where this plan is going to go unscathed. So take this seriously, make their deaths mean something. Let's win this, essentially.
Is this when they're running on the top of the wall?
Yeah.
This is where they're running for like ever.
Oh, yeah. And like not
never
out
run out of stamina.
Yeah. Yeah. She just
what was their training?
took
Goodness.
this seriously. And then, but then this next scene is really cool. So then,
epic. This is a cool scene.
Pixis is kind of speaking over this whole scene, but Pixis is saying, "Today is the day we succeed. For the first time, we will fight the Titans head on and win." And then it has this like insert like techno music.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
it's like
it sounds very similar to that. It's like the
good.
SpongeBob like with the jellyfish dancing.
No, that's way more happy music.
The plan is a go, and this plan is a symbol. Even though Trost is not a lot of real estate, it is a symbol of humanity's chance to fight back. So during this whole situation, Aaron jumps off the wall and is like flying through the town.
Super cool.
And is like sliding off the ground. It's like total
How is he
Sonic
all of a sudden
Adventure
really
Battle
good
2
at this?
vibes.
How is he all of a sudden really good at doing all this stuff?
It's probably cooler
The
than
adrenaline.
any Spider-Man web slinging scene we've seen. But he's like going, and then
sick.
he like catapults himself, and then like bites his hand and like transforms into a Titan and like lands on
in
the
midair.
ground. In midair.
Dude, the manga looks so cool.
Yeah, Aaron transforms.
That's a cool photo. He's like burst out of the clouds.
Yeah, he transforms. Mikasa is not sure how he will lift the boulder because the boulder is like huge, and then. In the last moments of this episode, well, I remember watching this and being like, what the actual heck is going on? In these last moments, Aaron lands, he approaches the boulder, and Mikasa is near the boulder, but then he turns around and then just, boom, punches Mikasa. Episode ends.
You're like, what the heck?
Like, it even shows, you have it, boom, just...
We're just showing the manga so much.
It's like a...
right where she
preschoolers.
was. You don't know. Is she dead? We don't know.
We don't know. But it ends. Episode ends.
Boom.
Is she dead?
You're like, huh?
Hopefully she's not.
You're like, huh?
Oh, that was her.
What's the next page in the manga look like? I've always wondered what because the episode ends there, but in the manga, is it like?
It's literally the title. I think. You mean the next?
Yeah,
I think that's the end of. That's when you know it's the end of the episode.
Oh, okay.
It'll just show the title. Right.
The title is usually at like
goes to
the
the
bottom
end.
of the page, like the episode. Yeah. So at the top right of that page on the left, it says.
Oh yeah. It says episode 13. Dang.
Yeah. So overall, thanks for bearing with us on that one. Kind of a very info heavy.
Yeah,
I
a
think
lot
it's
of information.
literally only like 10 pages, but like they managed to squeeze 25 minutes or 20 minutes out of this episode.
They talked so much on the walls.
No deaths, just like last episode, because it's purely informational. But Mikasa does say, I'm pretty sure, Aaron 4 times. Because there's literally one part where she says it like two or three times in the span of a minute.
Yeah.
And she's like, Aaron, are you serious? Aaron, I'm coming with you. And I'm like, dude, shut up.
Mikasa.
Ugh.
Just
to see, like, if
we act like we don't like her.
We act like we don't like her. Like, literally at the end of last episode, for spoiler reasons, we can't say anything, but we love Mikasa and all that. But now I'm like, Aaron, shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah. Kind of a, good one.
Good episode.
Good little informational episode.
I didn't have a lot of 2 cents to say.
It's kind of hard to have 2 cents to say about this.
When you don't do your research, yes.
Oh, yeah. It's good. Pixis is cool. Aaron does feel the weight of it, and that's good.
We're making drinks next time.
Probably not making drinks next
time. No, we are.
Tim,
Tim, I'm going to order it on Amazon. Little syringes.
I don't know if we have the budget for that.
It's probably like $2. I don't know.
A syringe?
Like a fake syringe.
Well, yeah. No, wait, like a plastic one?
Yeah, like a little plastic one.
Like ones that you give babies?
Sure. I don't think that's what you give babies.
You
mean like baby animals?
No.
Oh.
No, not like those are like little medicine ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking those.
Oh, you are thinking those.
I'm not going to get a legit
plastic
syringe
ones.
with a needle.
Yeah, get the one where like the doctors always give the little
Yeah,
like as like a test.
The huge ones?
Yeah, the huge big ones.
Massive.
Have a little vodka like come out.
Shots.
Well, it's because it's got to be a clear liquid. Because that's the
True.
liquid in the syringe is clear.
Okay, we're doing it.
This
That's
is
what's the next
fun.
episode. I'll make you a cocktail, AJ.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm down.
We got to come up with a good name.
Yes. Yeah, we'll be doing some research, so stay tuned for next episode when everyone
on YouTube,
starts.
though, you're not going to see it. If you listen, you got to watch it on the YouTube.
And if we now we have to, because this is documented saying that we will.
Did we go into spoilers yet?
No.
Oh, okay. So good. That means everyone's listening.
Yeah.
Are there any spoilers?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying. I will come up with a spoiler.
Okay, we're gonna go into spoilers. So goodbye.
But before we leave, like, comment, and subscribe. Share us to a friend. Tell us how we can make it more interesting. This was the least probably interesting episode, but hopefully we made it very fun and exciting.
You saw a lot of shots of the manga.
You saw a lot of shots of the manga.
YouTube.
It felt like you were in preschool again. Took you back to those nostalgia days.
What, with the photos?
Yeah, I don't know, like,
the photos
well,
and...
like in the Berenstain Bears. Whoa.
Ooh.
Did you not do that in preschool?
I'm sure I did.
I was homeschooled, so my preschool was just my mom reading me a bedtime story. So
okay, going into spoilers.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Instagram,
blah.
TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Goodbye. Sasageyo.
Well, we're going to spoilers.
Okay.
Leave if you haven't watched to the last episode.
Yeah.
Last second. Okay. Let's have this conversation.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Someone was commenting throughout, was it on Zeke Reels?
No.
Okay, it was a different thing. We had said that Jean.
She
She
keeps saying Jean. Literally. Okay. Let me interrupt this story real quick. This morning, Leah's scrolling through the Instagram, and she's like, "Why is this woman roasting you for saying?"
It's not a woman. I don't know who it is.
I don't know who. Why is this person roasting you for saying Jean, or like saying that Mikasa ends up with Jean? And she keeps saying Jean, and I'm like, I'm reading the manga because I'm doing research, and I just put my hand on her and I say, "It's Jean." And then I keep reading,
like gently. It's Jean. And I was like, why'd you just like put your hand on me as if you were like consoling me? So, but okay, whatever. Jean. And so here's what you said. You said,
give the context. What is this post?
Okay, let me look at it because I don't remember it.
Okay, the post is that everyone ends up with someone, but Mikasa doesn't, I guess.
Or yeah, Mikasa...
That's what, like, Armin ends up with Annie. Reiner ends up with Historia. No, he doesn't. But everyone ends up with something. What were you going to say?
I was going to say no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
He just wishes.
He just wishes he ends up with... Everyone ends up with someone except for Mikasa. I said...
Everyone got a happy ending except Mikasa. Okay. So then Tim on our account says to make it worse, she got with John.
You know, funny.
Yeah, just...
Funny.
Okay, but...
Yeah.
Okay, then someone basically saying
that's fan fiction.
That's fan fiction.
Is it?
That's a lie. You're delusional, Jean Casa fanboy. Anyway, roasting us. I was like, okay. Which okay.
I don't take offense to that, but I do want to know.
We're not saying anything bad about this person at all.
Is it canon?
I'm just saying we're confused. This is one person. Multiple people on that post said John and Mikasa get together, John and Mikasa. And that person on every single post commented, no, they don't. You're a delusional fanboy. I'm just confused. Did they get together now?
There are multiple sources that say Mikasa and Jean end up together.
Okay, let's hear it.
See, you see at the end her with someone with a baby. The back of them.
Right, that's exactly what.
Yeah, you do. For sure, she's not alone.
Whether it's
Jean, whether it's But I think it is Jean, but whether it is Jean or not, it is.
Well,
but whether it's Jean or not, she has a baby.
Some people said, well, she ends up having a baby and is married. And the person was still like, that's not true.
Historia's orphanage.
Oh, yeah, that
Which,
baby's
honestly,
from
kind of
Historia's
respect that this
orphanage.
person's trying to die on this hill.
But also, I'm like, that's a cool idea. That could be
Good
really
point.
cool. Maybe she did. Maybe she can't have children. Maybe she adopted a baby. But, yeah, so I'm just curious. I only say this because I don't know what's true
sources.
anymore. Our source is the anime. Either way, that is Mikasa. You know that.
Yeah, you know that she's buried.
You know that that's her buried at the end. She has a wedding ring on, doesn't she?
People have also speculated that the wedding ring is a symbolism for her staying true to Eren. Like people, and that's in the case that she doesn't marry Jean. So she's kept that wedding ring to be like, my love is always for Eren.
That's such a ballpark thing though.
I know.
You could, but it's just like you see a wedding ring. She got married. That's the, surface level idea of that. But people love to go deep into it.
I think it's one of those things that is like nobody knows the real answer. Like there are so many arguments of people who think
people will die on that hill.
Jean and Mikasa end up together, or they just don't. There are people who are like, who cares?
Yeah,
like nobody. It doesn't even matter.
We care a lot. We want to know. We want to know if she has a happy ending.
In the manga,
may not be that. I don't know.
In the manga, does it show that same thing?
Oh, I don't know. We don't have the last.
So
one.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't have those books because I was curious about it, but we don't have the last books. I think we only have the first season, and I was just gonna buy them as we were gonna go by because I didn't think I was gonna need to do any research.
Time will tell for his answer.
Yeah. So.
But anyway.
Some people. Someone said, "Oh please, Jean has already moved on from Mikasa. You all saying the side of Mikasa being married to Jean without even considering the feelings of Jean. He's not a simp like you all. Jean is better than that." It's like, is he?
The passion.
Yeah, he does redeem himself a lot.
If there's anybody who's a simp, it's Reina for Historia.
Gosh,
he is like the ultimate simp in this whole show.
True. I mean, there's so many simps in the show, but yeah. So if anyone has any sources, because the main thing is that person said that as if they had sources, so I'm just curious, what are the sources? I just genuinely want to know.
Why?
Oh, yeah. Okay, this shows Mikasa. This is the anime, I'm pretty sure, image.
With
it's Mikasa, Jean, and the child at Eren's grave.
Yeah.
It is, but is it Jean?
It's the anime?
I mean, look at the hair.
It looks like Jean, right?
That's literally Jean's hair. He's wearing a hat.
It's long, right?
Yeah, it's long.
And
because his hair's long at the end.
Yeah.
And that's how Mikasa's hair was and at that moment. Plus, they're the only people who are visiting Eren. They're the only people that know that Eren's grave is there.
Yeah.
And the intention is towards the grave. It's not like they're just there and they happen to run into the grave. It's like they're there to see the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder let me see if I can.
It's I think it is.
I think it is too. I mean, everyone. It's just. I don't know. You kind of put it together that's them. Everyone just thought that immediately.
And
why would they make someone that looks anything like Jean with Mikasa?
Yeah.
Unless it is him.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
What?
I'm looking at the video.
You're looking at the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of... I always thought that they wouldn't get together. I remember being surprised when people are like, she ends up with John. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. It kind of makes sense. Like, he likes her. I imagine, the rest of her life is a long time. And...
Come on.
Sorry, I'm getting choked up here. The rest of her life is a long time, and she... will end up with someone eventually. And I feel like I've seen so many things online that they end up together. Like, so many things. Like, I thought, and I was, okay, this is a common knowledge thing. And then this is the first time I heard someone saying no. Which, it's very possible. And they would probably get a lot of satisfaction out of this, which you're welcome. This is...
It was one person, though. Everyone else
But they're stirring the pot, yeah. But they pose valid questions and have valid rebuttals.
We got to take everyone's... Okay, yes. Okay. So you see a person with a hat on, with long hair in the back, looks like Jean. A woman leaning over Mikasa, and then with a child that looks like maybe a girl.
At the end of the day, are we going to know if it's her child or not? No, because we didn't see the birthing scene. So could it have been an adopted orphan? Yes, it could. Nothing's confirmed. But let's make the likely reasoning here. She is with a person.
That's definitely Mikasa.
It's definitely
Hands
Mikasa.
down Mikasa. She's with a person and she got married.
And the person looks like Jean. Even if it's not Jean, she ends up happy with another man. Married
with a child.
Okay.
That is truth.
Here's where I'm trying to get into the mind of the other person. Hear me out. Okay. It is Mikasa. It's with Armin. Not that they're married. It's not that they're married, but she's with him as a friend.
No, she's with Armin. They decide to adopt a baby from an orphanage because they decide that they're never going to be with anyone.
Armin's with Annie.
We're in love with Aaron.
Yeah, because we all thought that Armin and Aaron were going to kiss in that one scene.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh my god, literally our cousin said the same thing.
Why did they do that?
Has he watched the end?
Yeah, he saw it. Yeah, so Christopher's
here. So we can have him.
Christopher, welcome.
Christopher, we've been waiting for you. He's going to be so
Christopher
stoked.
represents the common man or woman who has not, at the start of this podcast series, has not watched the whole series.
But then he blasted through.
It because he loves the podcast and mostly the show. And now is here. Christopher, welcome.
Can't wait to have you on.
We're going to
have you on. Seriously. Dead serious.
Yeah, so he also thought Armin and Aaron
because they're staring deep at me and Leah were like,
wait, we watched a video. Someone made a video of them kissing.
Oh yeah, they did.
Someone made a video of them instead of hugging, making out. And it looks legit. It looks real.
We could be using AI for groundbreaking things, and instead we use it to make Aaron and Armin make out with each other.
Yeah, so they could have done that. I don't know.
I don't know. You never had a bro, Tim, where you just like lock deeply into each other's eyes.
Stop.
And play chicken,
you almost kiss.
And then oops.
Stop, Tim.
Don't. That's how I say. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah. So who knows? Nothing's confirmed, but let's dream.
The adoption theory is so flawed.
I agree that it's flawed.
How do you just make that up?
I don't know. It's like, oh, they got it from this orphanage down the street, and then the
child
actually didn't have any parents to begin with. It's like, you're just making things
But then
up.
at the end of the day, even if it is an adopted child, she's still not alone. So therefore, she always does have someone.
Yeah, wait, who made the post that said that? Because the post says that everyone ended up happy except... But maybe they're just saying she's not happy because she
never got over Aaron.
Because she killed...
She's happy. She's like, okay, I'll be with John.
I guess I'll be with John. Poor John.
John's cool. He redeems himself.
The backup guy.
He's the rebound.
He's the rebound.
You think they had basketball in Attack on Titan?
They're like, rebound?
Rebound wouldn't be a term.
I'd be Mikasa's rebound.
What the heck? Calm down.
Whoa. Would you... Pick someone. Pick someone
rebound?
right now. Who would you... Who is your rebound?
Good question. I don't know.
I'm not saying get weird. I'm just saying who's your rebound?
I don't know. Maybe like Reiner.
Yeah. Okay.
What? See, you didn't like that either.
No.
You didn't like me saying that?
No, I did. Reiner.
AJ's dying.
Reiner. Why Reiner?
I don't know.
I've never heard you talk about Reiner.
I've never heard you talk about Mikasa. We'll have this conversation later. Anyway.
No, in all reality, if I'm gonna...
Tim, Stop. You're going to say Historia, aren't you?
No.
Glances at the camera.
It slowly smiles.
Smirks.
No.
We don't need to talk.
Honestly.
Okay. We don't need to talk about our Attack on Titan crushes.
Sure, everyone's going to be
getting weird.
Oh,
We've never talked about this ever.
We
really haven't.
We really haven't.
But Armin's haircut in the 4th season, crazy transformation.
Yes.
Wait, why can't I
Because he
remember
looks
that?
like Ervin? Or why?
No, it's just like because he had
Ervin.
that.
Are you kidding me? Or Levi? What am I saying?
Oh yeah, what are you saying? That's why I was surprised.
Reiner. Levi. Are you kidding me? Even though he's like probably would be a foot shorter than me.
Hey,
Levi.
Is this pre-cripple or post-cripple?
oh.
I'm gonna say pre.
I
offense.
literally thought you were gonna say post.
I'm gonna say post. Anyway. That's it. But
he gives out candy to
the children.
The children.
He's a nice guy.
He's a good
leader.
He's a good gent.
Yeah. Anyway, let's just stop this conversation. Okay. Thanks for listening, guys. Sasageyo Podcast.
Sasageyo, thanks for listening.
Sasageyo. Why don't we ever do that at the end?
I do.
Sasageyo. I think we did that on the first 2
Well, I didn't want to create like this. Well, maybe we can create this thing for those where we like get super serious and cry every single time. For those who willingly give their hearts to humanity.
Sasageyo.
Until next week.
Calm down. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.